Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. With Tyler still missing, the rest of Wet Change entered a pastoral town where the townsfolk were waiting to see whose side the general would choose in an upcoming battle. The description of the general just so happened to match Tyler. The trooper asked to retrieve an important icon for the battle, and so Shadow Nemesis, New Rogue, and the Dr. Deputy secured cockatrices to ride on their quest, and Dell learned that ghosts were conspicuously absent from this realm. Not unexpectedly, Shadow Nemesis offended a blacksmith, and as things got heated, he pulled his gun and shot. Will Wet Change ever get a moment's peace? I doubt it.
Better take it all off.
Welcome to Jesters of Ravenloft.
Right
That's what we started with. Homina, homina, let's take it all off. We're here. It's Wednesday. We are back. Tyler is not here. We are aware Tyler is not here. He is on vacation. We all love Tyler. We hope he is having a very nice time. There will not be chat watch again tonight. Our apologies, friends. We promise to get back to that once we have Tyler and once everybody's health and physical circumstances will allow it. But we are still here, continuing our journey through the madness of the mists. We're very excited to be back. Very excited to find out what happens when you shoot an Aarakocra. That's our big opening question of our upcoming episode. I will do a quick, very brief recap of what has led us to where we are today for anybody who is joining us for the first time. So 4 comedians, one of whom is away today, were performing at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Technically 3, and Dell's the stage manager, but I'm trying to make this brief. They got sucked into Ravenloft, where it turned out they had been accidentally summoned by the god Ezra, who had tried to summon champions to help Ezra escape the trap that the mists are. Our heroes set forth. They have learned they need to defeat the Dark Lords of multiple domains so that they can magically take their place in part of Ezra's master plan to get them all the hell out of here. Along the way, they have accepted gifts. They have suffered curses. They have trained in traditional D&D classes. We have Dell, who is a bard who can talk to ghosts and use a bunch of spooky magic. She also recently teamed up with a succubus, meaning she is a bard warlock multiclass. We have Guy Bradford, who died and was replaced by New Rogue, a memoryless cleric. That's probably not the smartest word for it, but it's what I got. He's a cleric now. He has ghost limbs from his elbows to his hands and from his knees to his feet that kill everything he touches, except for a goat that was given to him by the mist named Jack Magnum that he loves very, very much. He's determined to heal his friends and help them on their journeys. Then there is Adam, who became Shadow Nemesis, an evil dark villain who's obsessed with gaining power and is assisted by his evil Dr. Deputy, the one squire that has continued on the journey with this erstwhile Black Knight as they have made their way through realms. In the first realm, Shadow Nemesis was the one who struck the final blow against the judge and became the Dark Lord, becoming trapped in his own personal hell until they could escape the realm. In the second domain, it's almost like each domain's a season or something. In the second domain, New Rogue successfully struck down the surprising Dark Lord of the realm and was trapped in his own personal nightmare before our heroes set forth through the mists to find their way to a third domain. They are also joined by Rumple Foreskin, a skeleton horse who is fueled by fire, named by chat, beloved by us all. Tyler was left behind hanging on to Guy Bradford in the mist. They're not sure what has happened, and they've entered into a new domain. They made their way into town. They discovered that there is a villain known as the Gravewalker and a hero known as Prince Auric Bright Eyes, who are apparently having a climactic final battle where they were expecting a tall, green, horned general who our heroes saw die of an allergic reaction after he had been robbed in the woods. Our heroes have pretended to be that general's band and set off outside of this town. Their plan was to take cockatrices that are like bird dinosaur creature like horses that if they peck you can turn you to stone and ride those around. So Dell and New Rogue and Rumple Foreskin and a cockatrice and Jack Magnum are all making their way to a local farmstead that is out of the way, but after receiving a text from a friend who she had left behind, Dell was feeling much more determined that friends should not be left behind in these dark times. At the same time, Shadow Nemesis and Dr. Deputy, along with their cockatrices, were going to ride out to the deep caves, where apparently an icon of Ravenloft had been stolen from the cleric of the general's band. Unfortunately, he circled back around to the blacksmithy to try to get cool stuff, said he wanted it to look like the Gravewalker, who this entire town had sent their population to go to war with. And then it was a conversation where no one believed in de-escalation. So a red Aarakocra wielding an axe started to count down, and Shadow Nemesis shot them in the face. So that's where we're at. We're going to find out what happens next today. I don't know what's next. You don't know what's
avoidable. No.
Yeah, that was the one thing we learned from Adam on air and off air was this was the only way this could have worked out. There was never a different way that this could have gone.
His back was pushed against a wall. He had no.
Yeah, what was I supposed to do?
I don't have answers for you.
he reached for the weapon first. I'm just saying that, right? This is like a Han Solo like thing, like who shot first?
I mean, he was counting
Chicago?
down to 3, and you shot him on 2. So that's
and he had a non-projectile weapon he was reaching for.
Well, he didn't know what a gun was, so you know.
yeah. There's a lot going on. Okay.
According to him, it was a fair fight because he didn't know what my gun was. So he was like, all right, I'll grab this axe.
Yeah. You're Michael McDonald in the Austin Powers film with the steamroller slowly coming towards you. No!
Oh, wait. I got some.
Chat things?
Oh, yep. There's just some stuff coming in.
And I shoot him in the head.
He made you do it. He forced you.
Thank you.
I say, quoting Adam.
This is what I've been telling people. I just wanted to help it.
This is your Wilhelm scream. I love it. This is.
All righty. It is. Make sure I got all these names.
Oh God! All the people that work in the back of the blacksmith
They're
shop
gonna come kill you.
Right
Yeah.
forward. Hey, wait a minute!
It's a Fallout game.
All right.
It's time for us to return to Ravenloft. Shadow Nemesis, you find yourself staring down a red-feathered Aarakocra wearing breeches and holding an axe behind Hardin the Robin's blacksmith shop front desk. You asked for / demanded cool things, perhaps that look like the Gravewalker, not entirely recognizing that is the most heinous villain this village has ever seen, causing this showdown where the Aarakocra said he was going to. It was not clear whether he was going to throw his axe away and beat the shit out of you with his fist or just attack you with an axe, but you had to the count of 3 before battle would commence. This Aarakocra said 1. The Aarakocra said 2. And then you have pulled the trigger to shoot this Aarakocra in the head.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a ranged attack with your pistol?
All right. So that is +4. Total of 21.
21 will hit. Please roll me your damage.
Yeah, see? No, fuck with me. All right, let's see. All right. 2d10. Look, again, avoidable. Wanted stuff. All right, 2d10 +1. Ow. All right, 4.
4. You do 4 damage. You fire your gun, and your shot misses the head, but punches through the shoulder. However, Shadow Nemesis, you are now level 5, which means you have the ability to make 2 attacks for a single attack action.
Oh!
Are you going to pull the trigger a second time?
I need to roll again if I'm attacking
Correct.
again, right? Right. Okay. Is it believable for me to have, like, when he's like, was being really aggressive with me for no reason, that I had like my gun out and maybe pulled out my RoboCop sword?
I would say that you could. Your RoboCop sword is only ever a chook away of twisting your wrist. So absolutely.
Okay. So, all right. So I shoot him hoping it went through his head, which it didn't. And then I just want to like stab him in the head.
Okay, so you
sword.
shot him, and then at the same time, you're going to lean over the desk and try to run him through with your rapier. So roll me a weapon attack.
All right. Okay, that's +6. So, all right. Okay. Well, good thing. That's a total of 15.
15 will hit. Please roll your damage.
All right. 1d8 +4. Is that what that is? Yes, it is. That is a total of 9.
And 9 is just enough. With this gunshot through the shoulder and leaning forwards with your data spike, you ram it through this Aarakocra's torso. The axe falls out of his hands with a clang, and he collapses to the ground dead.
Yeah, and I say, looks like you're out of business. And then I put my stuff away, and I guess I'll kind of start to go through his personal stuff on his body. Like, can I loot him to see if there's things I can get?
Absolutely. You can absolutely loot his body. He was just wearing breeches, but can you roll me 2d10?
Like, I'm mad because I just wanted a helmet and this guy is coming at me. So look, I offered to pay money. So now he's bringing this on himself.
Yeah, therefore loot the corpse.
I'm sorry. What do I roll again? It's
2d10.
2d10. Okay. 2d10. Yep. Oh, that is 11.
You find 11 silver pieces and roll me a d6.
Ooh. 1 on the d6.
And 1 gold piece.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me just
7 gold pieces.
67 and then 11 silver.
Correct.
Okay, let me just 11 silver. All right. So I kind of do that thing where you hold the coins, kind of toss them just a little bit so they kind of make like a little like coin noise. I'm just like, all right, let's see what else we can find.
Can you roll me a perception?
Perception. Okay.
You're going to loot the whole place now.
Well, okay, perception. All right. Oh, I'm so busy looting this guy. I don't see anything. 5.
You are busy looting that guy, and you keep searching the place. So what are you looking for?
Well, okay, first of all, I think this guy has a bird helmet. So I want to look for a bird helmet. And then when I find what I want to, he's a blacksmith. So he has I don't know what it's called, but like an oven kind of thing that you like.
Yep, he has a blacksmith oven. That's true with his auto bellows. That's going away. Yep, pumping away at nothing now. But yeah, it's there.
So I don't want to.
Of basic weapons that you can see lining the walls. There are farm implements. When you say a bird helmet, do you mean a helmet for a cockatrice?
Yeah.
Do you mean a helmet for a person that looks like a bird? I want to know exactly what we're looking for.
Well, I went in there asking for a cockatrice helmet, and he got mad at me. So I'm going to look for a cockatrice helmet for Deathstalker.
Great. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, wisdom saving throw. Oh, I think my wisdom's 0, right? Yes, it's 0. Okay. I don't know why I checked. 3.
You are so ready to just keep moving through this building and look for that helmet and not care. But you can't help but feel the heart of friendship beating in your chest, because maybe there was some way where you didn't have to kill Harden the Robin.
Oh, no. Okay. I need to I need to talk to Shadow Master about this then, because if I'm feeling bad. Hey. Look, I don't know if you saw what just happened, but
I see everything you see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know how he just came at me, right? But
no, he was counting down because you didn't back down.
Right. But then if I let him count down, he would have come at me, right? So it was like preventative.
Well, unless you said maybe I'll leave. That would have been like an option.
Well, yeah, but then I wouldn't listen. Have you ever heard that story of I think it's like 2 samurais and they're like at a bridge, and then like one samurai's like move and the other one's move, and then they kind of just stand there like forever and ever and they never move. Well, I don't want to be those samurai. I want to get across that bridge and get a helmet for my kick-ass bird. So I don't know. I'm feeling kind of bad, but I did the right thing, right?
I can't really tell what you want from me. There's something that I think might be good for both of us long term, or they're sort of like making this easier for you right now. Which do you want me to do?
Well, I mean, I'm feeling bad right now, so maybe the right now option.
Okay, why don't you just we can eat his brain, and you can see if you can find the helmet you're looking for. And then if we leave and there are no consequences, then this one probably doesn't count.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I have to destroy the body or else I'll get in trouble.
Oh, yep, that's true. We really need to make sure there can't be any detailed forensic analysis.
Yes,
analysis.
excellent.
I'm not great with the words when it comes to trying to
I
channel
get it.
your
Look,
your
I get
human
what you
brain.
mean.
Okay, good.
I get it.
Yeah,
All right.
we got to CSI this thing.
Yeah. Oh, and like a fun thing for Dr. Deputy, because he's doing his thing out there.
Yeah, we can get him off his bird, and then he can help us eat the body.
Well, you know what? The less he knows, I think the better, because he's.
Oh, yeah, fewer witnesses. He would crack under an interrogation.
Oh yeah, great guy, but like he wouldn't be able to take the heat. All right, well, I'm gonna take a brain snack and burn the body. Look for a helmet and little sword for Dr. Deputy, and then let's go check out that bakery next door. That sounds kind of cute.
I could go for buttermilk biscuits.
Oh my God, yeah, let's totally do this. Okay, all right, I'm going. Get
Okay,
started.
I'll still be in here. I can't leave.
Right. Oh, keep an eye on the door in case somebody comes in.
I can only see what your eyes can see.
And break.
Shadow Master's voice just gets quieter as you continue your search. Can you roll me an investigation?
Ooh, -1. Here we go. Okay, all right. How does this work? I rolled a natural 20, but it's a total of 19.
Oh, that doesn't matter. We're all about what's the natural. That's the beautiful thing.
All right.
You find a helmet for a cockatrice.
I knew it. He said he didn't have one. He was just lying. Look at this. Look at this beautiful helmet. I said it.
It looks like it would fit perfectly. It is a mix of silver and gold. It is very dignified. It is very aristocratic. It is very fancy and heroic.
Yeah. I don't have one, but girl, like you had one. You had the best one. I take it, and then I kind of like start shoving him into the stove. I said you didn't have a helmet.
And you roll me a perception at disadvantage.
Oh, all right. Well, that's 0. Well, I'm really working on shoving him in because I rolled a 2.
And you continue shoving that body into the central blacksmithy burning place.
That's the sign on it. That's
Yeah, it just says fire for metal is all it says. Someone else made the exterior sign. And you don't notice the eyes watching you through the windows of the blacksmithy. Meanwhile, Dell, you are riding Ropal Foreskin alongside your friend New Rogue, who is riding his own cockatrice, along with Jack Magnum. Is there anything you two would say to each other on the road? This is the first time you've been able to ride just the two of you. This is the first time you've both had mounts. And nothing about this land as you were traveling down just a dirt road in a pretty beautiful country on a very nice day. There's nothing spooky going on. Is there anything either of you would say to each other in this moment?
I spy with my little eye something that is blue.
The sky?
Bingo. Okay, now it's your turn.
I spy with my eyes something glowing and necrotic.
My arms?
You got it.
Oh, it's so good not having Shadow Nemesis around. Doesn't it feel like it's just like a weight's been lifted? I know that's mean to say, but I mean, so much evil and malevolence swirling around us. It's just like walking out of a fog into a nice clear meadow.
Yeah.
It smells nice too.
Yeah, this place is pretty nice, and I mean, it's nice not to have to manage Shadow Nemesis, but
right?
I worry about him going into those caves all by himself. But I mean, I guess he could call us if something happens. I'm sure.
Yeah, we got the sending stones, and plus maybe he needs like I don't know, blow off some steam.
That's true.
Oh, wait.
Point him like in a good direction to use that evil fight energy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I said blow some steam. Like I was just picturing him like, I don't know, chopping down a tree, which I'm not all about, but it's harmless. But now I'm thinking him blowing off steam. I'm trying to think about what that looks like. It can't be that
Well,
bad.
I think
eating.
You've kind of seen what he's done when he's like under the steam, when he's like holding in the steam, or I think you guys are trying to hold in the steam, and we might be able to say it's not quite working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you like. What is the good outcome you can see out of leaving him alone?
Well, I just was kind of sick of trying to fight him and make him listen to us. So.
Listen, I completely agree with that. I don't necessarily think leaving him alone is like going to be good, but it's not directly bad for us.
That's true.
But I mean, Rumpel, putting him in harm's way might be good for him. And I mean, like when those deep caves.
You're hoping he'll die?
No, not die, but just face adversity and get better. You know, and maybe learn a little something, or maybe realize that he needs us. And also, and Dell, back me up here. I just feel like you and I might be better adept at fulfilling this task of Mr. Church and finding Angelina and husband.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, maybe we can actually find these people and be helpful and don't have to worry about, Shadow Nemesis rolling up into a farm and being like, hi, you're my servants now. I'm going to burn your farm down or whatever.
Yeah. Or hi. Oh, is this a child for some reason? I'm going to take out your eyes and eat your brains and suck the brains out through the eye hole. Oh,
yeah. And or adopt them, which I don't really get that either.
Yeah.
He seems to only eat the corpses. I think if it was a child, he would just adopt them, and then it would come back to bite us all in the ass later as they garner more power, having been corrupted by his influence, until eventually they want to punish him and us by association, and perhaps everyone they ever meet for the rest of their lives.
You go, Rumpo.
Thanks. I will. And Rumple keeps trotting along, just focused on the mission. At this moment, though, the mist swirls up around you, New Rogue and Dell. New Rogue, you find yourself, as the mist draws back from around your neck, you are wearing a beautiful silver amulet on the end of a chain. And when you look down, it looks like a symbol of Ezra, however you see it. What does this symbol look like to you?
So this symbol of Ezra, let's see. I mean, it's. I like the whole eye motif. Like it fits very conveniently. I figure at the end of a chain, and I like the ever watching eye of this god casting his gaze upon me. So yeah, it's an eye, and it shimmers a little bit with just flecks of blue and gold.
Amazing. Dell, when you see this amulet, it's actually in the shape of something that you find emotionally as important as New Rogue finds religion. So whatever Dell's version of personal religion, it can be pop culture, it could be an artist, it could be anything. What does this holy symbol look like to you if it was a holy symbol of Dell the person?
Wow. I think it looks like the outline of a head with a big blast around it, almost like a halo, but it's just like representing imagination, like inner mind things.
And that is what you see. And New Rogue, you feel this amulet empower you with its holy energy. You have discovered an amulet of the devout, meaning that you've been gifted by the Watchers, an amulet that will add 1 to your spell save DC for anyone you are trying to affect. So it will make your magic stronger, and it will give you +1 to your spell attack bonuses. So you will be more likely to hit with any magical attack that you make. You can feel its warmth suffuse your body. And Dell, as you see that amulet, you feel a weight in your hand. And when you look down, you see a hand mirror. It's got its own It's got a handle that extends through your palm. It's beautifully filigreed. It's pewter. It's got some weight to it. And when you look at the reflection, it shimmers. For a brief moment, you see yourself, and then you see Lucretia Sanguine looking back at you. And she says, "Oh, darling, I have missed you so much." And we'll take a quick commercial break right there.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Del, you find yourself looking at Lucretia Sanguine in the mirror in your hand. What do you do?
Oh, hey, I missed you too. I was just about wondering, like, if you made it through to this realm or how that works and stuff. It's the mist gave me a mirror. Or did you give me it?
I thought I'd be able to speak with you, to be there with you, but something is keeping me out. I just can't enter.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yes, but the mist seems to have found a way for our love to continue now. Now you have this mirror and you can gaze upon it and talk to me whenever you should so need.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully we can figure it out, or I could find a way to actually, hang out with you again.
Oh, yes, I would love that. But for now, it appears we just have this. Anytime you look at it and say, "Show me Lucretia," I will appear.
Awesome. Can you ring me back the other way, like if you need me?
I'm not entirely sure, but I can try. I might be able to make it shake or vibrate or jiggle or something.
Okay.
Don't put it in a bag of holding where I couldn't reach you, but if you keep it anywhere else, you might be able to feel me calling.
All right. I'll keep it close to me.
Dungeon Master, can I hear this? Can New Rogue hear
Yes,
this?
you can. This is like overhearing a speakerphone call.
Okay. Del, is that Lucretia in a mirror?
Yeah. I'll like tilt it and be like, so you can see.
Hi, Lucretia.
Hello.
Hi.
Like, anyway,
nice to
she's
see
really
you.
busy. She's busy.
thank
So
you.
yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Is Pope Watefin's my son, right? Is that how that worked out? I just want to make sure. Or is my son's what?
Oh, what?
I'm still I was still a little confused about the top. Like what happened to like with the I guess like I'm just confused now that I have you here. We like soul boinked, and I gave you progeny. Could you just
Yes.
yeah? Well, did that turn out to be like Popotefin in some way, or did it turn out to be another baby that I haven't seen yet? I'm just wondering what's the deal with that again?
It's unrelated to Pope Tefn. That's not my thing. You have a son who exists in hell and is being raised to primacy and eventually take a throne of his own.
Oh, okay.
Through his power, I will escape my chains.
Okay, cool. I'm just wondering if the little guy ever needs, a stern talking to, and that stern's too harsh a word. If he ever needs some good life advice, I just tell him I say I'm doors always open.
You for why?
I feel
what?
Well,
Why?
I feel because I have never had a kid before outside of this little guy right here. Love you. And I just no, it's okay. There can be more than one. And I just want, I know how hard it is being a young little kid, and I couldn't imagine what it's like being in hell. So I just want to pass the courtesy forward that I'm always here for him.
So you're saying you'll do what must be done for your son?
I don't know if I agree with the tone in which you said that, but I do agree with the fact that I will do whatever is needed for my son.
Excellent. That's all I needed to hear and all he needs to hear. If there is a time where you are needed, we will summon you so that you can do what must be done.
Okay, again, don't know about all of that, but I agree with the sentiment, but not the tone behind the sentiment that underlies it. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for everything, Lucretia. Like, we wouldn't have gotten out of there before without
No problem.
help.
We should figure out how to make these calls. Maybe we'll just do them more in private. Not that I hadn't expected to talk to him, but
No, that's
what a guy.
Yeah. Well, he's not Guy, but he's trying.
Oh, that's true. It was an unintended pun. Apologies. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Well, thanks, Lucretia. Yeah, we'll talk more later privately then.
Yes. That would be so nice.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
Bye.
And in a puff of brimstone, the mirror turns back to a regular mirror, and you are looking at your own face.
Sorry to embarrass you in front of your
It's fine. I think you're very nice,
Oh, okay, good. Sometimes I ask stupid questions, but hey, I mean, I'm, I like to think there's no stupid questions, only stupid people. I didn't mean, I like to think there's, I didn't mean that, but.
New Rogue, I don't mind that, you get a little sassy sometimes. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Honestly, it seemed like a pretty reasonable question. I didn't know if your son turned out to be an evil demon pope. I don't know what he is.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Rumpel.
Yeah,
okay,
you're just trying to figure out how to be like a new parent.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're still my number one. And you're, yeah, you are number one, and you always will be. Okay? Hey, what is your name again? Maestra?
I think it's Westra.
Westra. Oh boy, Westra. Yes, Jack Magnum. There can be two creatures that I have love for. Okay, don't get so jealous. Okay. I don't. Yes. Okay. She's bigger than you. That doesn't mean anything. Okay. And you are cuter. All right. Okay, no, you shouldn't say you're smarter. That's very rude. I feel I already gave you one. You shouldn't ask for more compliments, okay, Jack Magnum?
See, this is good. You're practicing parenting right here. Maybe you can carry over these skills to your son.
Hey, you're right. I love everybody.
We love you too, New Rogue.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
Love spreads throughout the cornfields as you head towards a farmstead. Meanwhile, Shadow Nemesis, you have completed burning the corpse of Hardin the Robin. That's the name. You've completed burning the corpse of... You've completed burning Hardin's corpse. Is there anything else you want to take from inside this blacksmithy?
Yeah, like a little sword for Dr. Deputy.
Fabulous. You find a short sword. Sharp.
Because he only had like a little knife or something, right?
Oh, he's been running around with his original squire bent, terrible, rusty sword.
Oh, yeah. No, he's getting a better sword.
Great. Can you roll me a perception?
Perception 0, correct? Yes, it is.
Not going up in between.
That is a 14.
14. You realize as you pick up this sword that the sounds of the cockatrices out back, they've gone much quieter. And Dr. Deputy hasn't yelled out for you or gotten bored outside the front. It's all a little too quiet.
Too quiet, I say. And I exit and look for my birds and Dr. Deputy.
Great. You make your way to the front of the store. Would you be looking out a window, or are you just walking out normally, or are you trying to stealth? I just want to know the way you are making your exit.
I would leave as casually as possible. So if there were people outside, it was like whenever I was at work and I had to leave to like go to an audition and I'd be gone for like a really long time. And then when I come back, you have to kind of walk and enter your work as if like, oh, no, this is the time I'm supposed to be coming back. This is on purpose. So real casual, real like I conducted my business and now I'm leaving.
Great. You do a beautifully casual walk out the front door to go just reclaim your friends and get out of this town. And as you step out as jauntily and as calmly as possible, you find yourself looking at a ring of gray-skinned gnomes led by Nicholas Philip Church at the center, all of whom are elderly but smacking war picks in their palms. When you look over to your right, you can see that the doctor deputy has been restrained and gagged. He's on the ground just going... And Deathstalker and Jackson Triggs have both had muzzles put on them and are holding perfectly still. But the thing that stands out to you the most are the two clockwork constructs on either side of Nicholas Philip Church. One of them laying along the ground, nearly 6 feet long, thick, mechanical, covered in armor plates. It's got spiked, they almost look like caltrops, that they would throw down in a video game for people to step on spikes. Those are the wheels along the stomach of this clockwork worm-like creature that has a massive pincer jaw and 2 pincer arms that can stab forwards as it wriggles in the dirt. That is to Nathan Philip Church's right. To his left, you see what looks like a clockwork defender. It is a 1950s style robot with a large amount of gold and an iron built into it. And it has 2 giant slabbed stone shields, nearly the full size of its body for arms. And it spins them. They do a full 360 before they slam down into a combat pose.
Okay, so I take in that he's tied up and that my birds have been wrangled. Okay, all right.
And then there are armed gnomes, and there are these robots. And Nathan Philip Church looks at you and says, you better be able to produce Robin, harden the Robin. You better be able to have him walk out of there unharmed, friend. Where is he? Because we heard a loud bang.
A loud bang? Oh, you mean from a blacksmith shop? That kind of just makes sense.
Oh, no, this one sounds like combat. Normally I'd agree with you, but Gregor Nent Man, my friend over there, and he points over at a gray gnome. He says, he looked in the window and saw you shoving the body in the fire. I was just trying to give you an opportunity to be classy. Are you going to come in easy or are you going to go down hard?
Well, I'm classy no matter what the situation. But look, I don't know what your friend think he saw, but I was just helping him clean up some stuff. That's all. He's just in the back fixing things up.
All right. You hold where you are. Gregor Nant, could you have been confused about what you saw?
I don't think so.
Says Gregor Nant. Well, why don't you go around to the back and you could round up, the remaining 7 cockatrices and bring them on in through the shop. Because, Hardin will be able to keep them nice and calm. Otherwise, I'd say a lot of cockatrices don't like strangers. And they certainly don't like people who hurt the people that they know. And if you got any, blood on any of you or your weapons or anything you got hidden, those cockatrices will sniff that out lickety-split.
Now, just hold on one second here. I am just a simple shopper going into a blacksmithy. I don't appreciate all of these accusations, and I would like to take my doctor deputy and my birds and go into the biscuit shop, like I was going to.
I understand that you are the announcer to the general. I understand that you're a court jester and you got a lot of respect for what's happening, but here's the deal. You're going to need to get down on your knees and set down your shield and any other weapons that you have, because we are going to anti-magic collar you. We are going to cuff you, and then you will stand before a reasonable trial, because we are not grave walking type. But that's how this goes down before you go down.
Well, first of all, I'm not a jester, as you said, but
Here's your first lie.
I do know a joke, though. Are you familiar with knock-knock jokes?
Not really. They're not from around these parts. So why don't you try me on one and then kneel on down?
Okay, sure. Well, the way it works is I say knock-knock. You say, who's there? As if someone's answering the door. And then when I say the next word, you say, who? And then I tell you the joke. It's really funny. So I'll start. Knock-knock.
What am I supposed to say again?
Who's there?
Darn him! And you just see a bunch of guns pull out dart guns. That'll be a commercial break right there.
Oh, no.
Roll me initiative, Shadow Nemesis.
Okay, and danger sense.
That will only apply to things that could hit you. Who knows? You might get to go first.
Yeah, okay.
Makes sense.
Fine.
Well, I rolled a 5, so probably not.
You are not going first.
Meow.
All righty. I got to roll for a lot of people.
I'm so
Second.
excited for this beatdown. How many?
Tattletale's name was he like
Tattletale.
Gregor Nant.
Gregor?
Nant. I wanted to hear this knock-knock joke.
We'll never know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was just going to be a shot in the face or something like
Yeah,
that.
basically. It was,
You can say the joke now if you want to get it out while I'm rolling initiatives.
well, he's got to say who's there. It's not a knock knock joke without that.
You tell it yourself.
Knock knock. Who's there?
Fine.
Oh man. Well, there weren't a lot of people in this town, so I'm just going to assume.
It's 1v the entire town.
Correct.
Man.
This town is rolling poorly. This is the best thing you could hope for. This is as good as it'll get for you, Shadow Nemesis. Just a second.
Oh my god. Everybody trips on their like swords, like just like impales themselves.
Oh.
Yeah, they're gnomes, but they're using like regular sized swords, so they're just too massive.
Oh no.
Okay. We have initiative order, which means it is time for shit to go down. Gregor Nant is the first to attack.
Yeah.
He didn't trust you. He saw what you had done. He fires his poisoned dart at you. What is your AC?
It's 16.
That's a nat 20 from Gregor Nant.
What?
You will take.
Hell yes.
You will take 4 points of damage.
All right.
And can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution. Okay. All right. All right. Well, that's a 17.
Okay, you have no further effects other than the damage. Then a second gnome fires their dart at you.
What?
That will also hit.
Oh,
and you
come
suffer
on.
3 points of damage. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Man alive. All right. All right.
I didn't plan this town as a combat encounter, but it is what it is now.
Yeah.
17.
17. You have no further effects.
Yeah,
The
I
next
just feel
gnome
the
fires their
poison.
dart
I'm
at
like,
you.
ugh.
Yeah,
Oh
you were
no,
just
more
getting
darts.
darted and flexing this off. That gnome will miss.
Who darted?
The next gnome will also miss.
Sorry.
Oh no.
The third gnome will hit, and you suffer. That's 8 points of damage. And can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
8? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Man, I gotta do math now. All right, so that's all right, 34. Okay. Constitution?
Yep.
It's a 19.
19. You feel with each of these darts, something is being infused into your body, but you are fighting it off with the power of Shadow Master and the power of your own intrinsic evil and hatred. You also see the bronze worm-like clockwork figure dart towards you, and it will attack you as well.
Oh my god. Am I danger sensing at all? Like, they're all coming at me.
Unfortunately, that only counts for if they are things you can dodge, and all of this has been too fast. This bronze worm manages to get up to you and is engaged with you, snapping at you, but you do manage to dodge its attacks.
Okay.
God, Anna.
To paint a picture for you on your turn, can you roll me a perception?
0. All right. 10.
10. You are looking at the scene that is arrayed before you. So you are currently dodging strikes from a bronze mechanical worm. You can see Nicholas Philip Church is standing with his shield slab robot next to him. And there are 7 other gray-skinned gnomes, all of whom have raised their dart guns to their lips, firing at you. To your right, Dr. Deputy is tied up and gagged on the ground. and the two cockatrices that you had claimed, Deathstalker and Jackson Triggs, have both been muzzled. You are in the middle of a city street. What do you do?
So the cockatrices are muzzled, but they're not tied up.
Correct.
Okay. Can I look at Deathstalker and like, do I see, is he like on my side? Is he like, oh no, I got to help Shadow Nemesis? Or is he?
Can you roll me a history?
History. Oh, man, -1. Total of 2.
It's a bird. You can't remember what you were told before. You were really excited about the blacksmiths. You have a helmet. You're here. There's not a lot of time to think when you're getting attacked by a clockwork thing and everyone's firing darts at you that are trying to poison you.
All right. So, all right. Well, I feel the darts go in, and I forget what cool joke I was going to say. And like my eyes just burn red, and my helmet, I believe I described it as like a dragon, and it had these like really like gold wings on it. They just like fall apart, and these like death dealer style horns kind of like appear, and they go down and like across my face, and my eyes blaze red, and my face does that vampire werewolf thing, and I kind of swat off the needles that are in my chest, and I go, insects, you're all insects, you shall die by the hands of Shadow Nemesis. And I rage, and I grow an extra 5 feet, and I want to take my axe, and I want to apply necrotic damage to it, and I just want to slice those gnomes' heads off that were shooting the darts at me. And make my way over to Dr. Deputy in the process.
If you want to make your way to Dr. Deputy, so you are currently engaged with the bronze clockwork worm fighter. Do you want to attack that and then make your way to Dr. Deputy? Do you want to go to Dr. Deputy and just let it have an attack of opportunity? What are you doing in your rage?
Oh, man. Yeah, I got to get to Dr. Deputy, but this big worm thing is there. I
mean, you're much bigger than it. It's like person sized.
Can I like maybe take it and kind of just throw it at some of the people there, kind of like knocking them down, leaving me a path to Dr. Deputy?
Yeah, you've got to clear a path once you're in for this monster. So I would say yes, if you want to do that, it will count as your attack action, but you're going to try to attack with the clockwork worm. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Kind of maybe pick it up and kind of like see if I can smash some people with it.
So roll me an athletics to see if you can pick it up and throw it, and I will roll a dexterity saving throw for the clockwork worm just to see if it can writhe away from your grabbing hands. Okay.
Now, if I get 2 attacks, do I get like 2 grabs at this thing if I miss?
I will give you that. That's reasonable.
Okay, all right. So, okay, why don't I just roll 2?
But you will not get a bonus attack if you like throw this and then save half an attack for later. I'm not doing that.
Okay, all right.
Roll with advantage then. Roll with advantage on this and we'll count that because that's rolling twice anyway, so it just does the math for you.
Okay, all right. Athletics. Well, that's a total of 21.
Wow. Fabulous. It rolled a 5. So you reach down for this clockwork worm that is very focused on attacking you, but is not prepared to defend its midsection. So wrapping 2 hands around it, you pick it up and throw it at 2 of the gnomes who will both suffer. Or roll me a d8 for your damage, and I will add a little bit to it.
All right. Is that? Okay. Max damage.
Oh, nice. Holy shit. Okay. That heartily injures 2 of the gnomes.
Yes.
And your path is clear to Dr. Deputy.
Oh,
he's about 15 feet away, so you can dash your 15 feet to Dr. Deputy. He is gagged and his hands are tied behind his back.
Okay, I'll dash, and if I'm allowed, using the sword I got him, I'll cut his bonds and hand him the sword.
Okay, can you roll me? I would accept athletics or sleight of hand for your cutting through of bonds.
Okay, I'll do sleight of hand. That is a total of 18.
18. You slice through them like butter. All right, I have to add him to the initiative order.
Wow.
All righty. He is next to act. So he has been freed and he has a sword to claim. What do you tell him to do?
I go, Dr. Deputy, destroy and kill in the name of Shadow Nemesis, and then you'll get a promotion.
I'm going to get such a good job. You want me to kill the mayor or just the little one?
Everyone, kill everyone. No one disrespects Shadow Nemesis.
All right. You're dead, Mr. Mayor. And he's going to run up to Nathan Philip Church and attack. And he will miss. he is trying his best, flailing at Nathan Philip Church, who is holding him off with his pickaxe. Which means combat continues. Shadow Nemesis, you get another dart fired at you. That will miss. You get another dart fired at you. That will miss. You get a third dart fired at you. They're just plinking off your armor left, right, and center. That one will hit, and you suffer... That's 10 points of damage as the dart punches through the armpit of your armor and deep into your torso. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, man.
Oh, but that is regular damage, which will be cut in half because you are raging, because you have resistance. So it will be 5 points of damage.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. That's a little better. Constitution?
Correct.
I don't get advantage on
No, you don't.
Okay.
Dexterity and charisma are your danger senses, but this is the poison's already in you.
Oh, I thought if I was raging, I got advantage or something. All right.
On strength-based checks.
Right. Okay. Constitution. Okay. That is a total of 14.
You still are just letting it, just blasting all this poison out of you in an absolute fury. But you are also watching a massive, beshielded robot swooping in against Dr. Deputy to defend Nicholas Philip Church. It will attack him.
Oh, no, buddy.
With a nat 20.
Oh no.
That is 5, 10, 15, 21, 25 points of damage. You watch this massive robot step forwards, spin up its shield, and slam it down, carving Dr. Deputy in half into a smushed middle and puddles of gore.
Oh, no! Oh my God! Is it my turn?
You wish it was your turn, but that's when Nicholas Philip Church yells, "Charge!" And every gnome, along with the massive shielded defender, begins sprinting towards you with war picks in hand. It truly is Shadow Nemesis versus an entire village. And the question is, who is stronger, who is angrier, and who will avenge the Dr. Deputy?
Oh, no.
That'll be the end of that episode.
Oh, no, Dr. Deputy.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Del Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Del Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras. And our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum-Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too!
Dum-Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Garbo Ape, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Squishy Werewolf, Remy Funky Head, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, Richard Wright, Brittany Fenwick, Alex Parr, Old Man Mojo, Dragonfly, The Body Barrelers, Megan Werner, A Man Out of Time, Curtis at FingerTechRobotics.com, Panda24NN, Shendra D, Your Homeboy Bones, The Gator Family, Ellis Hatch, Odigenous, Dan the Welshman, Afflicto Gaming, Aiden, Beef Not Cheese, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.